Everybody remembers their first ever sim racing win, right? Well, for me, it was RaceRoom Silhouette Series at Brands Hatch Indy all the way back in March 2021. 3.5 years on, and I see the same combo pop up on the RaceRoom ranked schedule, so I just had to try it. Can I emulate that historic victory? Well, I've stuck it on pole position, so I've given myself the best possible chance. Here we go then, 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's lights out. We are underway at Brands Hatch. Can I get to Paddock Hill Bend first? That is the big question. I'm starting from pole position, but I was only 0.02 of a second faster than Ken van Steenbergen alongside me on the front row. However, I have got to that first corner first, and now up into Druid's hairpin, still holding on to the race lead. It certainly wasn't my fastest getaway, but it was enough to get the job done, and I think I had a helping hand from Dud Robu in third position, because he put Van Steenbergen under all sorts of pressure going into Paddock Hill Bend. And yeah, pretty much the dream start for me. I'm already 0.6 of a second clear of Van Steenbergen, and on this tight Indy circuit there are very few opportunities to overtake, so I've got the advantage 1 lap into this 15-minute dash. And it was a pretty clean opening lap with all 10 drivers getting through safely. However, the same can't be said of lap 2. We're now looking towards the back of the grid, and we are going to see our first 2 casualties of the race. That's Andre Steenekamp on the outside, Andre Martin on the inside. There's a little bit of contact between the two of them, and it is Martin who spins out into the gravel. Right, back to the live action. And it is already looking like this might be a 2-horse race. Both myself and Van Steenbergen making a break from the rest of the pack. I've got the lead. Van Steenbergen just 0.2 of a second behind. He is breathing down my neck now, but we've opened up a gap of more than 2 seconds back to Robu in third. And just look how much pressure Van Steenbergen is putting me under now. I'm trying to drive as defensively as possible, coming out of clearways to end this third lap. But yeah, this is going to be one real battle. And it wasn't just out front we saw battling either. We're now watching the charge for third position, currently occupied by Dud Robu in that orange car. But watch Danny Gomez right behind him. He's just going to miss the apex, which sucks him out into the gravel and costs him a bunch of positions. He's not the only one to make that mistake either. Look a bit further back, you can also see Sid Ballinger making an identical mistake. And yeah, those errors help to spread out the pack behind a bit, but out front it is closer than ever. I take a bit too much of the curb on the inside at Paddock Hill Bend. That's going to force me to go defensive. Van Steenbergen is putting me under all sorts of pressure now. I hug the tight line through Druid's hairpin, once again taking a bit too much of the curb. Thankfully, Van Steenbergen was a little bit wide on exit there. I have managed to hold on to this race lead, but I am pushing so hard. I've just picked up a track cut warning too. Right, jumping forward to the final third of the race. You haven't missed too much. I've driven pretty smoothly, and I've managed to maintain that half-second advantage over Van Steenbergen without being put under too much pressure. But it is going to get even closer now. Look in the rearview mirror behind Van Steenbergen. You can see Dud Robu has caught up as well. So it is now a 3-way battle for this race win. And I've also switched the TV cam on, because hopefully we'll see Robu in that orange car start to put Van Steenbergen under a little bit more pressure. Up until now, Van Steenbergen has been concentrating on chasing me. He hasn't had to worry about what's going on behind him, but now he is under all sorts of pressure himself. And yeah, if Van Steenbergen is forced to change his focus to that orange annoyance in the rearview mirror, that is going to play into my hands. It might give me the opportunity just to make a little bit of a break for it as we come into clearways. There's just 3 minutes left on the clock now, and that advantage still 0.6 of a second. And look at Robu now. He is closer than ever before. This is surely an opportunity for him to challenge for that second position. He's going to pull out of the slipstream, move alongside Van Steenbergen. He's going to have the inside line into Paddock Hill Bend. Robu takes too much of the curb though. There's contact on exit. The pair of them banging doors, still side by side on the approach to Druids. Robu in the orange, still holding that inside line through the hairpin. However, Van Steenbergen not going to give this one up. They are still banging doors. Van Steenbergen says, no way, you're not getting through. Holds on to that second position. Incredible battling behind me. And as we jump forward a lap, you can see it has helped me out big time. time because I have now got a lead of more than 1 second. It's the first time in this race that I've had a bit of daylight behind me, and with just 1.5 minutes left on the clock, I have surely got to be the favourite to take this race win now. I've switched the TV cam back on though because Dud Robu isn't finished yet. It looks like he's going to have another crack at Van Steenbergen on the approach to Druid's hairpin. Van Steenbergen wisely goes defensive, and Robu has overcooked it into the hairpin. He's run out wide, and that might have cost him third position. It has done. Luca Nedelko was close enough to pounce. He has taken third, Robu down into fourth. And I think I can finally take a breath now. I think I have done enough to win this race. That gap nearly 1.5 seconds. So we're going to jump forward to the very final lap out of Clearways for the last time. And I've managed to replicate my first ever sim racing victory. I take the checkered flag here at Brands Hatch Indy. Ken Van Steenbergen takes second, Luca Nedelko third, and Dud Robu down in fourth. So yeah, I led this one from lights to flag, but it certainly wasn't as easy as that. Just look at the lap times. I was the slowest of the top 5. All 4 drivers behind me posting quicker lap times. But thankfully I did the one thing they couldn't do, and that was get to turn 1 in first position. Once I got there, it was just a case of holding my nerve. So often I've not been able to do that. Thankfully today I managed it. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Cheers for now.